Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alana and today we will be talking about my top 5 children's picture book picks. Now I know that this looks a little bit different to the usual setup, and that is because I am on my lunch break at work and I don't own copies of these books, and I thought, why not just bring you in store where the books are and we can do it here. I also have this really rare opportunity to film in a store that has no other people in it, so I'm going to take it and run with it. So I will start out by saying that I am not a children's librarian. I have an English degree, but other than that, I don't really specialize in children's picture books, but I do have my favorites, and since working in a bookstore, you get to flick through a whole bunch more, and it's just these ones that I've found I just really love. Some of these also have a few different elements as well, so a little bit of an array. I also might have to put a backing track to this because the center's music is pumping today, so I don't know if you can hear that or the quality of the audio being in this big shop. We're just winging it. So the first of the 5 picture books that I want to share with you is Bear and Rat by Christopher Chang and illustrated by Stephen Michael King. This is gorgeous. When I first saw this come in and had a flick through, it reminded me of The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. Just the same feeling that it invoked in me when I read it. So this one is about Bear and Rat who are best friends and do everything together, but one day Rat wonders if Bear will always be there, and this is Bear's sort of response to Rat's questions throughout. This is super heartfelt, and this is a hug in a book essentially. I have also gifted this as a new baby present to welcome a new baby to the world, because if you want to buy a kid's picture book for someone for any reason at all, this will pretty much fit anything. An absolute favorite. Next up we have The Lost Library by Jess McGeechan. This one is a beautiful one about friendship and the role of imagination, and it's a typical magical library type setting, but the friendship in this is very wholesome, and it's just a great adventure story as well. So it's about a blossoming friendship and the magical things that they find going on this journey together through this lost library, and it takes you from the real world and then inserts you into the fantastical, and then they come back out into the real world, but now they know that there is that magical element to life. I just enjoyed this one so much. I would say it's a really nice story to follow along with. Next up, I kind of had to include an Oliver Jeffers book, and that is What We'll Build. This is again a perfect book to gift to someone. For example, this one is about a father and daughter and their relationship together and what they'll build together and what they could experience through life together, and just all the good. It says it's a rare and enduring story about a parent's boundless love, life's endless opportunities, and all we need to build a future together, which pretty much sums it up perfectly. Again, this one goes from the real world into the fantastical and back again, and it's beautiful. Just flicking through it, it's more illustrative than text heavy, so you've got like a sentence on each page, which is why I say I think it's a nice like gift edition type thing for someone, potentially for newborns as well. So I really enjoyed this one. Another kind of hug in a book. Next up we have a really fun one which I love to recommend, especially for younger children's picture book readers, and that is Two Dogs on a Trike by Gabby Snyder, illustrated by Robin Rosenthal. Now this one is a really fun one because as well as being fun, it also counts forward to 10 and backwards back to 1. So for example, you start off with One Dog Stands Alone, Two Dogs on a Trike, and it keeps on counting up with different things each time, and in every single panel there is this sneaky cat that's kind of following along, and then this is the catalyst of why we have to quickly count backwards again. So a lot of fun, and just a really good book to get into the rhythm of reading, and you can get quicker and quicker as you go through it, and then it all explodes, and just very entertaining. So I do like to recommend this one for parents when they want their kids to sort of start thinking about numbers or whatever, just because it's very fun way of learning the first 10 numbers. And I love dogs which is probably another reason why I love this too, and just the concept of this and the entertaining factor of it is really good. And then lastly we have Sing Me the Summer by Jane Godwin and Alison Lester. Now these are two absolute giants in the children's picture book genre, and for good reason. I loved this one so much, and I also really liked what this one was doing. So in Sing Me the Summer, it has a really nice kind of roundabout way to it because you get into a pattern. So it goes through and it has a rhyming structure, and it's basically saying, you know, what we do in the day, and here is the night. And then we have another round of what happens in the day and the activities that we do, and here is the night. And it probably rolls through, I think, about 3 times. And it's just very soothing to read through. So this could be a good one for bedtime maybe. And I love that structure of it, and I loved the comforting rhyme aspect to it as well. Just a favorite, an absolute favorite. So there you have it. Those are my 5 absolute top picks in children's picture books. Like I said, this is all just personal preference of what I've found while on the job, and I think that each one of these is doing something a little bit different, and they all have something unique that they're offering. So that's it. I hope you liked this really short, sharp and sweet recommendations video. If you want to see me talk more about children's picture books or a specific category or genre in general, do let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always open for suggestions, and I am really curious to see how this video goes, because I know it's a little bit different to the rest of my content on this channel. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another one. Bye!